Your single greatest tool is what I'm holding right now in my phone, in my hand, and what I've got right now on my wrist. What do you think you can do with a phone and with a watch? And that's what I'm going to be telling you today. Not just what these tools are, but what they symbolize, what you can do with them, and how they can quite literally change your life, turning you from someone who earns nothing, who has very little respect and dignity, and someone from that into a billionaire. And I'm going to tell you not just how I've done that, but how I use these two tools, a cell phone and a watch, to achieve everything that I have already achieved and to achieve everything that I wish to achieve in my life. And let's get into it right now. Firstly, let's talk about a cell phone. This cell phone does everything. Back in the day, I'm going to take us to the 17th century. You wanted to clean your clothing, well, you needed to have your clothes in a bath with water. You wanted to clean yourself, you had to get a bath. You wanted to get dressed, you had to have everything specific for purpose. You wanted to shine a torch so you could see your way through in the middle of a night, or you had to light a lantern. You wanted to get information, I'm going to end on this example, you wanted to get information, you had to read a book or find somebody's personal physical manuscript. In fact, if we go back to the 7th century, just before the invention of the printing press, not only were they struggling to transfer information through books and through manuscripts, they had to handwrite. That's where in many religious texts you'll find scribes, because there was a use for people handwriting. So what does the cell phone do to bring all of these examples together? No longer do you have to only do your washing yourself. You can find a business online. You can find a directory with thousands of people in your own area who can do washing, cleaning services, ironing, everything that you might want. And let me go with the more rudimentary examples. The torchlight. There's a torch on the cell phone. Getting information. You can read articles. See that app there? That is called Google Chrome. I'm opening it right now. Doesn't open. See there? You can use Google Chrome to search for information. You do not have to worry about a scribe to transfer information. This cell phone is one of the most important tools, and it is pertinently useful in your life. Now, if you are not using a cell phone in an effective way, then you are ruining your life. What does it mean to use a cell phone in an effective way? So let me explain how a cell phone can either help you or hinder you. As with everything in life, things can either be good and bad. I once had a Middle Eastern friend. He said like this: for every good thing, there is also a bad thing. And for every bad thing, there is also a good thing. Cell phones can be a good thing or a bad thing. Let's say we look at the cell phone. How can it be bad? Well, what if I downloaded YouTube and I spent all my time going through these videos, wasting my life away, or on TikTok? What if I order Uber Eats and I start getting fat and then I can't even speak because I'm so fat? Do you see? That's the bad side of it. Or pornography, so that it ruins my relationship with my girlfriend, or with my peers, or with my friends, or with my family, because I'm just busy on my computer, on my phone all the time. That's the bad thing. But there's also a good thing to it. The good thing is you're able to connect. I have a good friend, I'm waiting now. He said that he'd help me get a job. And how am I going to get the job? By messaging him right now on WhatsApp after this. Messaging him and saying, "Hi sir, I'm now ready. I have my cell phone ready. Please may I have the details for the job." Because I have a cell phone. It's going to help me to earn money so I can wear nicer clothes, so I can give money to charity, so I can give food to the homeless, so I can do all the things that I've so desperately wanted to do. And so a cell phone is the most crucial tool that you have in your arsenal. I want you to think of yourself as a war general. Now, what does a war general have at his disposal? He has an army, he has the king's support, and he probably with that has finances. He needs all three. He needs the army, he needs the king's support, and he needs finances. If he doesn't have finances, he can't fight a war. If he doesn't have the king's support, then he's not able to go through and actually put his actions and his decisions militarily into play. And if he doesn't have the army, his mutinies, I'm sure that's the right word, he doesn't have his army to fight for him, he'll never be able to show force and defend his own land or defend his own country. And so the same can be said with a cell phone. Yes, and I'm speaking from experience. I gym every single night. I can be strong, I can have a suit and dress well, I can be well spoken, I can have it all. I can have all the information in the world. But if I don't have a cell phone or camera, there is no way for me to access the internet, which is how you and I are having this conversation right now. There would be no way that I could get the online job that my friend is going to help me get. There would be no way for me to communicate with that man who I just saw now in person now, when he's 10 kilometers away on the other side of the world. So I need you to understand that this cell phone is one of the most important things. But as I said, the Middle Eastern friend said, every good thing has a bad thing. And you have to know that there's a bad side of this. And that bad side could ruin your life. Once you know that, you move on. Right, next tool. And then we're going to bring it together. The next tool is a watch. Now you got to understand, your importance is directly correlated and linked with how valuable your time is. So today I met a billionaire. You're not going to believe it. A billionaire who owns a logistics company. He deals with the world's biggest companies. And his time is incredibly valuable. We saw him and I said, "Sir, I have a quick fire question here." And I said, "How do you speak well?" I asked him a direct question and finished. He gave me the answer, which was just to give an outline of what your points are and then go through it. But I asked the question quickly and he gave me the answer quickly. "Thank you, sir, have a lovely day." Thank you, I respect your time. So if people are seeming to respect your time, then you know you're becoming high status. And that's why a watch is one of the most crucial things. I've spoken at length before about why every single person ought to wear a watch. And it's not about this in this video. I'm just telling you the tools you need. So how do you know that your time is valuable? There are a couple ways you know. Firstly, are you giving up your time? Are you a waiter or a waitress? Are you cleaning floors and getting paid an hourly wage? Are you even, and yes, call me arrogant or whatever, are you a doctor earning an hourly wage? Well, it depends how much you earn in that hour. But it shows you how significant your time is. That billionaire's time is so important because with that time he could meet a multi-billion-dollar company like Apple and help them transport goods. And with those 5 minutes he's choosing to answer my question. So his time is valuable. How valuable is your time? And so I want to lead on to how you can bring both of these tools together. Now I've spoken about how a cell phone is a good thing. With a watch, there's nothing bad about it. There's nothing bad about knowing your time. The difference is how you choose to use it. I choose to use my time to make videos, help people, eat, gym, things that are conducive to me. A lot of you, maybe you yourself, take your time and you kind of throw to the wind, you burn it. And another indication that your time is valueless is if you wish for your days to go by. I remember when we were in school, all of us kids had academic tests and exams. And we all longed for the exams to be over. When will this lesson be over? Still an hour left. I wish the day would end. That's a terrible way to live. And so to bring it all together, we need to use our tools, this cell phone, to help us in life, and our watch to understand that our time has value. We shouldn't be wishing for our day to end like this. We should be wishing that our day gives us energy and power and grace and honor, that we can show God above, that we are determined to serve Him. And so I want to end with a question. How will you choose to use these tools that you have been given? How will you choose to turn the bad thing into a good thing? And that's something that only you can decide for yourself.